Welcome, friends. I would like to share with you some interesting facts about Google. I hope this would help you to understand about Google. Everyone who uses the internet as well as a large number of people who have never heard of Google since 20,000 June. This has been the largest search engine on the planet. It has over 1 billion daily search requests, making it is the most visited website in the internet. In May 2020, it is surpassed 1 billion unique visitors, and it has been steadily increasing since then. It has evolved into much more than just a search engine, becoming an essential part of millions of users' daily lives around the world. While most people have heard of Google and are aware that it is a website and search engine, there are many interesting facts about Google that are unknown to most people. Here are 10 fantastic facts about Google that you may not aware of. Number 1. The founder of Google are Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Here is one of the most surprising facts about Google. Google was founded in 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They were both students of Stanford University at that time, surpassing their degree. In 1996, it began as a research project. They were speculating on how search engines could better rank results. This was traditionally done based on how many times a term had been searched for. Instead, Page and Brin decided that a better system would be to rank a website relevance based on how many pages it had and whether or not those pages linked back to the original site. PageRank was the name of the technology they developed to list search results in this manner, and it is still used today. On September 4, 1998, it became a privately held organization. Sergey Brin and Larry Page still own roughly 16% of the company stock. Now, come to the next point. A mathematical term spares the name, although the term Google has become part of our everyday life. It may appear to be an unusual name for a company when you think about it. However, if you understand the origin of the name, it makes sense. It is a play on the term of Google. In mathematics, this is the name given to a number that begins with 1 and ends with a 100 zero. They chose this name to represent the fact that they were building a search engine that would be able to handle a large amount of data. When they first started the company, they used the name Dominion Google Stanford.edu to run it through the university website. They also use the Dominion Z Stanford.edu to host it. The name Google make it lots more sense than the original name for the company, which was Backroof. Number 3. At Google's headquarters, there are coats. Despite being a technological firm, they are surprisingly environmentally conscious. This is they take steps to reduce their impact on the environment whenever possible. They do this a unique way. by keeping a goods at the headquarters. Rather than hiring machinery to cut the grass and keep the place looking nice, this keeps the lawns down. Another advantage of having goods is that Google employees have stated that singing the goods out of the window while working is relaxing. Number 4. Google has made numerous acquisitions. Many people consider Google to be nothing more than a search engine. Well, let us bring you in another one of the most unique facts about Google. It is, however, a large technology corporation that is involved a wide range of technological endeavor. Since its inception, the company has needed to acquire a diverse range of business in order to grow to its current size and achieve such high level of success. Although Google has been doing this since its inception, it was not until 2010 that they began to focus their effort on acquiring business. Since then, they acquire one new company every week on average. YouTube, Watches, and Android are just a few of the Google-owned business. Blogger, DoubleClick, NetLab, AdMob, and Virus Total are some of Google's other subsidiaries. Number 5. I am feeling lucky does not exist anymore. If you go back a few years, you might recall a button beneath the Google search bar that said, I am feeling lucky. If you go to a Google page right now, you will notice that it is gone. With the introduction of Google Instant, the search engine will begin searching as soon as you start typing. This was implemented after the I am feeling lucky button began to cost the company more than $110 million per year because it bypassed all advertisement and went straight to the top search. The company problem was solved by removing this bottom. Number 6. A burning stick man was the first Google Doodle. One of the most well-known logo in the world is that of Google. The brightly colored letter will be visible to anyone who uses this search engine on a regular basis. You may have noticed that the logo is updated on a regular basis. New designs have been introduced that incorporate the company's name with theme design relating to current issue. Special events or the time of year, the logo include a burning stick man. The first time one of these design was used, Page and Brin chose the burning stick man as their logo because they were the Burning Man festival in Nevada at that time. The logo was designed to indicate that they were out of the office and unavailable to help with any technical issue. On August 13, 1998, the first Google Doodle was displayed on the internet for the first time. There have been over 1,000 Google Doodles since then. These were created by a Google employee team of professional illustrators. The goal is to make Google Doodle that make you smile every time you visit the homepage. 7. Hover is used by Google to recruit employees. Here is another one of the many interesting facts about Google. Google has a unique approach to hiring new employees. Rather than waiting for people to contact them with an application form or CV, they go out and actively look for people to work for them. They do this with the help of a website called Hover. This keeps track of the terms people search for on the internet. They are particularly interested in people who conduct search using programming terms. For example, the programming term Python is one of such terms, and if you type it into a search engine, Google may become interested in you. They have tried to variety of other recruitment methods in the past and discovered that they simply don't work. They describe the process as worthless criteria for a hearing when they focus on test score and a GPS. They now have approximately 14% of their team who did not attend college as a result of their decision to move away from traditional recruitment process. Number 8. NASA has Runway for the founder. As a result of founding Google, both Brin and Press have amassed multi-million-dollar fortunes. They can afford things that others can only dream of because of their wealth. They can afford to live in luxurious home, wear designer clothing, and drive a world's most powerful sport car. They also have private jet, which come as a perk of having such a large net worth. While few people can afford this, Brin and Press can brag about having their own private runways at NASA. They are only people on the planet who are permitted to land their plane on NASA land. Misspelling of Google name are owned by a company. Companies with similar sounding names but different spelling are frequently listed on the internet. When people type the word incorrectly into a search engine, it can cause confusion and detect traffic from one side while increasing traffic to another. If a smaller company's name is similar to that of a large corporation, this can be an advantage, given that Google is the most visited website of the planet. It is reasonable to assume that someone tried to set up a website with a similar name but slightly different spelling to capitalize on people typing Google incorrectly. To avoid this, Google purchased all dominion with similar spelling and redirected traffic to their own website. GoogleSearch.com is even their dominion name. Number 10. Google provides incredible death benefit while Google employees are expected to work hard. They are rewarded for their effort and have added benefit of working in a pleasant environment with a number of excellent benefits. This multinational corporation now employs around 48,000 people from all over the world. A Nogler is someone who joined the company for the first time. Many of Google employees become millionaires overnight when the company went public in 2004. One of the most appealing aspects of work for Google is that company encourages employees to spend 20% of their time working on personal projects rather than on Google business. Employees are given free color condom with a phrase of "I am feeling lucky" printed on them, which is slightly unusual perk. Working for Google has a lot of perk and they don't end when you die. If a Google employee dies while still employed, their spouse will continue to benefit from their decreases partner Google employment. After their partner dies, the serving spouse receives half of their partner's salary for 10 years. This is one of the many ways Google take care of its employees and customers. Google also look after children, the former employees. When an employee dies, each of their children will receive $1,000 per month until they turn 19. Google's named it the best company to work for in the world by Fortune the magazine in 2004. This was Google's fourth consecutive year receiving the honor. If you ever want to work with Google, this would be a real selling point, as this one of the many facts about Google that is still unknown to public. So Here were some of the interesting facts about Google that you probably did not know. Did we miss out of some fun point? Let us know down below to the comment section. Thank you.